Now let's talk about generation gap. I am 48 years old, so I consider myself a Gen X. And then now we have this millennial, beta, alpha. I mean it's like those born after millenniums, right? They have different generation name now. So previously I read once report, not say report, a YouTube actually. Then Taiwan, this talk about Taiwan Gen X, right? They are actually the Taiwan employer. I mean employer, they're the Tauke, right? They prefer to hire Gen X. Why? This person actually, she's a reporter. Then she's come up with some conclusions, saying that first, Gen X actually is the generation that first start to use so called like handphone. I start using handphone when I after I graduate from college, like 20 something. I start using handphone, and then not like now Gen Y, Gen Z, all these actually they grow together with handphone, right? So to them, technology, handphone, all this to them it's just like it's a norm. But for us it's like I can have my I just use my handphone like testing, like doing text, contact, work, maybe browsing, download, all this nowadays. But for those like Gen Z, millennial, they are more focused on playing video games. Video games. There are some other activities like my nephew. He has another Samsung phone, and then he used it for like drawing, doing submit homework, because he's still studying like a high school students. So it depends on how it's used. Like me, I just use it like normal use, like just a phone normal use. But nowadays you have no choice. You have to use like full screen, touch screen, all this. You have no choice. So okay, let's go back to that. I talked too far away. So and then second, the distress level of Gen X compared to millennial actually is higher. Like the Gen X, why? Because they still heritage this kind of concept that they have this family, then when they need to own a house, and then also they can take a commitments, like really commitments, right? They commit to the work, they commit to their work, and then also like and also the third, I think the third is quite very important, is that according to the reporter, it say Gen X actually they are more work oriented, not like millennial. They are like prefer work life balance, so they are more hardworking. If Gen X compared to Gen Z millennial, it didn't show that it's good and bad. It's just a comment feedback from it's a Taiwan case. I'm not sure about in Malaysia now, but I quite agree with him because last time we talk about in Mandarin we talk about 草莓族. For those who born after millennium, they grow up is like, because nowadays parents, I mean young parents, they only have maybe maximum two children, two three children. So they put all their love to these children, and then they pamper them, like really pamper them. So and then so these children when they grow up with all these like good educations, clothings. They follow their parents to travel overseas. Not like Gen X, like my parents. They never bring us. I think the far we go is Penang. When I was a kid, Penang. Okay, not like Gen X like me. I start traveling after I work, like traveling overseas after I start working, right? But nowadays, like those young parents, they are like bring their children like to go overseas every year, like really like kids stuff for kid every year. So they have this birthday party. Like me, I think I never have birthday party with my parents, never. And then also clothes. Those like enjoyment things, right? Like buying clothes. It's I just remember when I was a kid. My very clothes is my right? Yeah, but one of the reason because I stay in kampong lah, and then but nowadays like kids like my colleagues, right? She actually her her kids actually is a millennial ex colleagues. There's one day, and then her kids want to buy. She want to buy a birthday gift to her boy. Her boy. Where her boy bring him to JD to buy a sports shoe. When he stepped into JD, he regret already. She regret already. She say, Tristan, do you know that one sports shoe how much is it? 500. I say, okay. I say I told my boy say that why not we go to those like Sport Direct, just get 200-300, and then the boy get angry already. Say, Mom, it's my birthday. So then my ex colleague had no choice. Bought a 500 sports shoe for her boy as a birthday gift. And then some more, they have this birthday dinner. Then I asked her, then in overall, how much you spend for the day? More than 1,000. I say, just a plus sports shoe? Yeah, I say plus sports shoe, everything. Like including like breakfast, lunch, dinner, plus shopping. I say, one day you spend 1,000 already. I say, then I laugh at her. I say, luckily your boy only have birthday, like a year, only one birthday. But he say, unluckily I have two boys. Then we both laugh together. So yeah, like this. So that's things that it doesn't mean that it's good and bad. It just the living attitude and the living style for Gen X and millennial, they are actually a gap there. It's not saying that it's not right or wrong. Like parent pamper children, not like my parent. Last time when I was a kid, when I want to eat ice cream, my mom will look at me like this, and then he tell me, "Do you know what the ice cream? How much is it?" Long time ago, I'm 48 ma. When there's 40 years ago, what's ice cream is 50 cents. 40 years ago, 50 cents of 50 cents of ringgit actually quite expensive. My mom says, sorry, we are not from a rich family. So what we do is we do ice cream ourselves. Like how? We cook this lime water or lime sweet water, something like with sugar, and then put in the plastic, that's the long stick one, and then put in the freezer, and it become ice cream. We do this way, yeah. And then we have this ice cream potong also. That time only very cheap, only 20 cents one potong. Yeah, ice cream, very cheap. But when you want to talk about all this like those like Magnum whatever, those I cannot remember the brand one 50 cents, expensive. Yeah.